Attention Cleveland Browns fans, an important update just came in straight from the AFC North that could completely change the course of the season. Something big is happening, and it could have a direct effect on the Browns' path toward another potential Super Bowl run. We're talking about a shift in the balance of power in the division, which could cause one of our main rivals to slip up badly in the coming years. But before we get into that, if you're a true Cleveland Browns fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're part of this family too. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share it with your friends. Now, let's get to the news, folks. If you've been following the NFL scene lately, you've probably noticed that the Cleveland Browns are once again at the center of major buzz. Chubb was selected to the Pro Bowl 4 times in 7 seasons with Cleveland, but injuries limited him over the past 2 years. He suffered a left knee injury in Week 2 against Pittsburgh in 2023 and remained sidelined until Week 7 of 2024. After that, he played in 8 games before breaking his foot and finishing with 332 rushing yards and 4 touchdowns. The former Cleveland Browns running back passed a physical on Monday and officially signed a contract to join the Houston Texans, the team announced. According to NFL Network's Ian Rapoport, it's a 1-year deal worth up to $5 million. The Texans now offer a fresh start for Chubb after knee and foot injuries limited his participation to only 10 games over the past 2 seasons. Chubb suffered a devastating knee injury in Week 2 of the 2023 season that required multiple surgeries to repair a torn ACL, MCL, meniscus, and medial capsule. The injury kept Chubb out of all but 2 games in 2023 and the first 6 games of 2024. He returned to play 8 games in 2024 before suffering a broken foot in a matchup against the Kansas City Chiefs, which ended his season in Week 14. He hasn't played since. Can Chubb return to form? At 29 years old, Chubb was in the prime of his career when he suffered the knee injury in 2023. He had been selected to the Pro Bowl in each of the 4 previous seasons and was named second-team All-Pro in 2022 as one of the NFL's most productive offensive players. In his 2024 return, he had a limited performance, averaging 3.3 yards per carry, totaling 332 rushing yards and 3 touchdowns in 8 games. These numbers fell well short of his career averages of 5.1 yards per carry and 92.8 total yards from scrimmage per game. Chubb will join a Texans offense led by third-year quarterback C.J. Stroud, which the team hopes can improve on last season's 10-7 campaign that ended with a divisional round playoff loss to the Chiefs. He'll be part of a backfield that already includes Joe Mixon, who was signed from the Cincinnati Bengals last offseason on a 3-year, $25 million deal. Mixon earned his second career Pro Bowl selection in 2024 after recording 2325 scrimmage yards and 12 touchdowns while averaging 4.1 yards per carry. Chubb could join a backfield that features Joe Mixon. The 2-time Pro Bowler rushed for 1,016 yards in his first year with Houston, after 7 seasons in Cincinnati. The Texans won the AFC South at 10-7 before losing to Kansas City in the divisional round of the playoffs. Chubb, 29, has rushed for 6,843 yards since the Browns selected him in the second round of the 2018 NFL Draft. He ranks 3rd in team history, behind Hall of Famers Jim Brown, 12,312, and Leroy Kelly, 7,274. Chubb rushed for 1,525 yards and 12 TDs in 2022. He has averaged 5.1 yards per carry over his 7 seasons. Nick Chubb officially has a new home, as the Houston Texans announced the signing of the free agent running back on Tuesday. According to The Athletic, Chubb agreed to a 1-year deal with Houston worth at least $2.5 million and up to $5 million. Although the 29-year-old Chubb could have received a more lucrative offer from other teams, reports indicated that he preferred to accept an incentive-heavy contract to join Texans star Joe Mixon in the backfield. Mixon is coming off his second Pro Bowl season, during which he rushed for 1,016 yards and 11 touchdowns in his first season with Houston. Drafted in the second round of the 2018 draft, Chubb spent his first 7 NFL seasons with the Cleveland Browns, including 4 seasons with at least 1,000 dollars rushing yards. Overall, Chubb rushed for 6,843 yards and 51 touchdowns, both ranking 3rd in franchise history. However, Chubb was sidelined for much of the past 2 years in Cleveland due to knee and foot injuries.